In his video, he stated how I said he's undeserving of the bare minimum, which I never said. I said there's different tiers to a relationship, and same way you wouldn't do certain things for a friend, but you would for your best friend, is the same concept when it comes to relationship.
Men do tests like this to see how much they can manipulate her, right? If that makes sense. Think about Diddy and Making the Band type of scenario. The way that Diddy did Making the Band, when he would be like, oh, I want y'all to walk 13,000 miles to go get me a sugar cookie. And he wanted to just see how much abuse they could take. Now, I tried so hard to find the original video that that this woman is speaking on. I actually commented on her page on this video and was like, oh, can you guide me to the original video? Alas, the video is deleted. Apparently, I guess she shamed this dude good enough to where he deleted it. So good on her. But pretty much she'll tell the story. She'll lay the foundation for it. But I really wish I had his original video. I never got to see it, but I could only imagine how terrible it was based on him deleting it. Right? Her response led to him deleting it, I'm sure. So let's listen to her response to it.
This man got on the internet because I didn't want to wash his dishes. He made a video about me, and I have a lot to say. Me and him dated for about 2 months in total, on and off. In his video, he stated how I said he's undeserving of the bare minimum, which I never said. I said there's different tiers to a relationship, and same way you wouldn't do certain things for a friend, but you would for your best friend, is.
Wait, when did the bare minimum become a woman washing your dishes? Is that the bare minimum in a relationship? Like the bare minimum is a woman's labor. That's bare minimum. That's bare minimum. That's the bare minimum men are looking for. That's a lot. I mean, okay, but that's a lot though. That is a lot, and men do expect that. So okay, it makes sense.
You wouldn't do certain things for a friend, but you would for your best friend, is the same concept when it comes to relationship. And the fact that you have to state, oh, I didn't have a career, I didn't finish school. You know my situation. You know why I said things. And you know that it hurts me, the fact that, oh, I don't want to cry. But you know the situation why that is. So for you to come up here and state that to belittle me was hurtful. And that was a low blow. And if that's something you didn't want to deal with, then you could have just left. We also said that, oh, I cook, I clean, I maintain my household, your household. He said, all I ask is for her to wash the dishes. I wash the dishes. I never had a problem washing said dishes. I just want to add, he has a dishwasher, okay? You had the people in the comments, the men, eating it up. I was like, damn, she couldn't even. But you're not correcting them. You're just letting them roll with that story. That's crazy to me. That's what really pissed me off. I'll sit up there and act like I never asked, like, hey, what do you need help with? Like, oh, what do you have to do today so that I can help? Do you need help in the kitchen? Like, I would ask, what do you need help with? Because I do not live with you. I'm not your girlfriend. I don't know what you have to do because I don't live there. Like, if I lived there, I'd be like, oh, this gotta be done. But I don't, so if you do not tell me what you need help with, I cannot help you. And that's just what it is, especially since I don't live with you. Saw him in the comments was like, yeah, she was even doing her laundry at my house. Yeah, and I did yours too because I was already doing laundry. It didn't matter. Whatever. Honestly, I didn't see the red flags, but I wanted to make it work. For you to come on the internet and make a claim and then have everyone coming at me, but you turned the comments off because the girls was eating you up. Because really and truly, I didn't have to do those things. I did them because I wanted to. So I don't like that narrative that you painted.
Shout out to this woman for standing up for herself. And he ended, like I said, or like she told me, the video ended up getting deleted. And she said also the girlies was eating them up in the comments. So I'm sure it was a combination of that. Plus her video was just like over the top slam dunk on this boy. But let's get into this because there is a lot that I want to address.
This man got on the internet because I didn't want to wash his dishes. He made a video about me, and
so first thing I want to say is how men do shit like this. This is like a test, right? Men are testing women, and it's okay to test your partner, you know, in certain capacities. I don't mind it. But this type of test, the reason why men are doing this is completely unhinged and disgusting. So men do tests like this to see how how much they can manipulate her, right? If that makes sense. Think about Diddy and Making the Band type of scenario, or Diddy, the way that Diddy did Making the Band when he would be like, "Oh, I want y'all to walk, 13,000 miles to go get me a sugar cookie," and you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. He wanted to just see how much abuse they could take. How much? Because when would the fuck would you need to do that in the industry? Like, I was in the industry. You don't. Why would I ever put up with that type of abuse? That's crazy. I get being relentless and not giving up, but that's different. That's something completely different. He wanted them to look at him and revere him as God, and if he could get them to walk that far for, you know what I mean, like for their dreams, then what else could he get them to do behind closed doors? To me, that's what it was. Clearly, that is the way that a lot of men function in these relationships, in these scenarios. They are Diddy, and this woman is Sarah for Making the Band. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she doesn't know, it's unbeknownst to her that she's getting set up, but he's testing her. And men will do this time and time and time again to see how much abuse is a woman willing to take. How much abuse is the woman willing to take? And when the woman stands up for herself, the man will, in this case, but in a lot of cases, the man will publicly try to shame and gaslight her into believing that she was wrong for defending herself and protecting herself. It's really crazy.
I have a lot to say. Me and him dated for about 2 months in total, on and off. In this video, he's
2 months. She's with this man for 2 months. And in 2 months, in 2 short months of being an on and off again item, he expects her to wash his dishes. 2 months on and off again. Not 2 months, because I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, because even when you do, you still see how shitty their argument is. But 2 months, so not even like you guys were 2 months holding it down, living with each other, staying with, like, whatever. 2 months on and off again. Why would that woman be cleaning your dishes? I mean, why would that be the expectation? Look, man, she comes over, you cook a meal, she go in there, bust some suds. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But as a man, as in a man or a woman, but as the other individual in that relationship, in that scenario, to expect the other person to wash the dishes, the visitor to wash the dishes, crazy. That, again, it's not about the person washing the dishes. It's the expectation that you have that person should be washing the dishes. Wicked work. Now, if you, the host, if you want to take that as a sign that person isn't gracious or whatever the case may be because they didn't offer to wash the dishes, so be it. That's on you. That's on you. I do think, I will say to anybody that would do that, I think that's one of those things where you put, if we're playing green flag, red flag, right? That's a yellow flag. That's either, you don't fucking know, because it's too early. But that's one of those things where you could be like, I kind of wish they would have offered to wash the dishes, but I ain't going to hold that against them. But yeah, month 6, they've been staying over there religiously and they're not cleaning up after themselves. Now you can clock that. Now you can couple that with that and put it together with some other shit and you can get a clear picture of who they are. Fine. No harm, no foul, I don't believe. But in that instance, I think that would be a little presumptuous to assume that a person in that scenario should be washing the dishes of the host. Like, I don't get that.
He stated how I said he's undeserving of the bare minimum, which I never said. I said
he is undeserving of the bare minimum if that's his interpretation, or if that's his expectation of what the bare minimum is. Then yeah, he's undeserving of that. You're undeserving of somebody else washing your dishes in your home after 2 months. Like, that's crazy. Absolutely not. No.
There's different tiers to a relationship, and the same way you wouldn't do certain things for a friend, but you would for your best friend, is the same concept when it comes.
Men completely understand this, because Let men tell it. They don't even want to take a woman out on a date early on if they're not sure that she's wifey material. Where a fucking lie they're trying to tell nowadays, when in reality, y'all just don't want to pony up the dough for a date unless you know that that woman is going to put out. Right? You get it then. You understand tears then. Like, I ain't taking her to Ruth's Chris. I don't even know if she gonna give me no pussy. I don't even know if she gonna give me no vagina. I gotta know for sure she gonna give me some vagina. That's how men function, right? Tiers, levels, everything is hierarchical in our minds. But you don't understand a woman that's been dating you for only 2 months, not wanting to wash your dish or not thinking that she should wash your dish even. It's crazy. That's crazy.
Relationship. And the fact that you have to state, oh, I didn't have a career, I didn't finish school. You know my situation. You know why I said things. And you know that it hurts me.
This woman can't be no older than 24. Can't be no older than 24. What are you talking about? She don't have a career at 24? Who the fuck has a career at 24? Who are you, Maximilian? Like, what are you talking about? Fucking Richie Rich? After 24 years old, she's supposed to have a career. Established a career at 24? Fuck out of here.
Like that. Oh, I don't want to cry. But you know the situation, why that is. So for you to come up here and state that to belittle me was hurtful. And that was a low blow. And if that's something you didn't want to deal with, then you could have just left. We also said that, oh, all I cook, I clean, I maintain my household. Your household. She said,
your household, which men love to brag about. I'll cook, I'll clean. Yeah, after yourself. Duh. What the fuck? You could get off a couple brags if you cooking and cleaning for your woman. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll let you, you know what I'm saying? That's a little, here, man, I'll give you half a cookie for that. All right, you get a little piece of the cookie for that. Cool. Though you should be wanting to, you know, just make your woman feel special, right? No problem with that. But I'm just saying, all right, cool. But you don't get no fucking cookie because you maintain your own house. You should. Who else is going to do it?
Ask is for her to wash the dishes. I wash the dishes. I never had a problem washing said dishes.
Washing dishes. If washing dishes is so nothing, then why the fuck are you complaining about it, bro? If washing dishes is like, oh, you should be doing that anyway. Then why are you complaining? Why don't you just do it and shut the fuck up about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's obviously because labor in the home never stops and it's a hard job. But men love to downplay that shit and like act like it don't mean anything. And like, what? I do it all the time. You mean for yourself in your home when nobody else is around. But as soon as you get a woman, you expect her to do all of that shit for you. That's the thing. It's the bare minimum now for her to do it for you.
I want to add, he has a dishwasher, okay?
The bare minimum is for you to take care of yourself and for her to take care of herself. That is the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. She should not, if you guys are occupying the same space, right? Cohabitating. At the very least, you should never have to clean up after her. And at the very least, she should never have to clean up after you. That is the bare minimum. The bare minimum isn't I clean her dishes, she cleans mine. That's not the bare minimum. That's not listen to what I'm saying. It's not the bare minimum, because think about it. If you clean up after yourself and I clean up after myself, there should be little to no times when I'm expected to clean up after you or when you're expected to clean up after me. Correct?
You had the people in the comments, the men, eating it up. I was like, damn, she couldn't even. But you're not correcting them. You're just letting them roll with that story. That's crazy to me. That's what really pissed me off. I'll sit up there and act like I never asked, like, hey, what do you need help with? Like, oh, what do you have to do today so that I can help? Do you need help in the kitchen? Like, I would ask, what do you need help with? Because I do not live with you. I'm not your girlfriend. I don't know what you have to do because I don't.
It wasn't about that. I'm telling you, all of this was simply a tactic, a manipulation tactic. That was all he was doing. That's all he was doing. He was just testing this young woman to see how much or how little she was willing to do. And then when she clocked him on it and they got into it and they fell out, he went to the internet to try to publicly shame her, which is a tactic of an abuser. That's what abusers do. He took it to the internet, tried to publicly shame her. It backfired. She cooked him. He deleted the video. End of the story. But he was wrong the entire fucking time.